Hello and welcome to Snack Decisions, the show where I help you make good snack decisions. Two big new things happening on this episode. The first you can see right away. I did away with the black curtain and now it's just my room in the background. So let me know if you like that change or not. After this episode, I might keep it, I might change it, I don't know. The second one will come a little bit later, and it is fairly interesting in my opinion. We're continuing with the summer fun, and these just, fell into my lap, honestly. Swedish fish mini tropical, artificially flavored, of course. This is 4 mini Swedish fish. They're usually, I see them as just red, which is like cherry or whatever flavor. I forgot what flavor it is, but it's not cherry. This one is Pina Colada, Tropical Island, Beachy Punch, and Passion Fruit. Okay, those are all kind of fairly interesting, to be honest with you. So a little bit about Swedish fish. They were originally developed by a Swedish candy producer named Malico in 1957. They wanted to get into the U.S. market, and they were trying to think of something that the everyday American would associate with Sweden and catch their eye. And obviously a big export or big industry in Sweden is fish and fishing. So they went with that. The ones currently in the United States are made in Hamilton, Ontario, and in Turkey by Mondelez International. I am not going to bore you with all the times it changed hands and everything because it's long and crazy. Of note, because apparently I'm a YouTube channel arm for Oreo here. In 2016, Nabisco test-marketed Swedish fish Oreos, and I am kind of mad I didn't get them at the time, because that sounds, at the very least, interesting and something I would do on the show. These tropical ones were first launched in the United States in July of 2018 as part of a Shark Week partnership with the Discovery Channel. This one lists Pina Colada, Tropical Island, Beachy Punch, and Passion Fruit. Yes, they are the same. They did not change, so good on them. Much like movie candy, it comes in the box, which I showed you right here. And then inside the box is a see-through bag like this that comes with all of the Swedish fish. I think this is going to be a single serving. It might not be, so maybe a little bit needs a little bit more on protection on the box. Box itself was okay to open. The inner packaging was nice and easy. It's fine. So packaging, 3 stars on these mini tropical Swedish fish. Whatever on that, it's fine. Much like the Oreos, I'm going to guess what the color means before I try it. So I'm going to assume this white-ish one is the Pina Colada. The orange one is Tropical Island. The red-ish or pink-ish one, fish might be upside down, sorry, is Beachy Punch, and then Passion Fruit is the purplish one here. That's at least what it looks like on the back of the package. I'm going to try one of each and then let you know how they all taste. Let the record show I was correct on all the colors. Thankfully, the back thing had the signpost on the back had the same colors, so I kind of knew going into it. It went from kind of jarring to, okay, yeah, I could see these being released as right next to the red Swedish fish. Or maybe even better, possibly. My least favorite was the Tropical Island. It was very intense, and it had a little bit of a chemical taste or a fake artificial taste at the end. I know these are all artificially flavored, but I don't want to taste that. And the Tropical Island, I think it was orange. The big flavor I was getting was like a citrus or an orange, and it came off a little bit artificial, a little bit too artificial for me, and kind of jarring, honestly. Right above that, and also kind of jarring, was the Pina Colada. You got those tropical notes. I wasn't getting a ton of coconut, but it was running into the same problem as the Tropical Island, but not to the extent of the Tropical Island, where I was getting an artificial fake taste to it, like maybe even a plastic note or something, but it didn't reach the levels of that Tropical Island, so it moved up a little bit, but both of these, kind of close. I probably wouldn't. Those two were definitely not as good as the regular red Swedish fish. My number 2 on this list was the Beachy Punch. That reminded me a lot of the red Swedish, close to the red Swedish fish. My number 1 really reminded me of it. It had a lot of just different like berries in it. Just really well done. It didn't taste artificial, which again with the first two did. So yeah, this one just kind of nailed the punch vibe with it of it. So really good job on that. Number one, far and away, the passion fruit. Passion fruit, at least in beer, is very difficult to pick up or very difficult to use because a little goes a long way. If you're doing it artificially, you can really control it. This one had just the right amount of fruit coming into it. You could still get a little bit of the sweetness. It was on par with or better than the red ones. So far and away, passion fruit was the best of the bunch. Let's see. Overall, again, I would probably give Tropical Island 1, Pina Colada 2, Beachy Punch 4, and passion fruit 5, which I then think everything comes out to. I'm just going to give overall taste 3 stars. Depends on which one you get, honestly. So be careful. Again, I do not like the Tropical Island or the Pina Colada all that much, but the Beachy Punch and the passion fruit, yeah, I'm going to grab. If they made those separately, I'd grab those again, honestly. Value, if I could give this thing 6 to 10 stars, I would. I paid $1 for this box. That is theft at this point. I don't even know what it regularly retails for, but $1, that's 5 stars. Maybe I would even say $2 probably gets this thing if I'm looking at how much I'm getting here. $2 probably would get this 5 stars. Anything more than that starts losing it, but $1, this is exactly what I want for $1. That's insane. 5 stars. If you see it for $1, get it. Ooh, and now we're going to move on to the snack bar. Ooh. So far on most of my Snack Decision episodes, there has been a beer showing up in this slot. Outside of one episode, the Summer Carnival Oreo cookies, there were too many flavors on that for me to think to pair with it, so I said no to it. This one, however, is not a beer at all. I don't even know if I'm going to pair it with the Swedish Fish because it probably is a snack decision unto itself, and it just came out yesterday, and I'm releasing this a week later, so hopefully people are interested in hearing about it. Yes, it is from Portillo's. It is their Portillo's Dr. Pepper collaboration chocolate cake shake. Okay, I went and upgraded the chocolate cake shake. So yes, Dr. Pepper and Portillo's decided to do a collaboration together. Their vanilla shake with the 23 spices and whatever that are in Dr. Pepper are in this. You can get the regular one, which is just the vanilla shake with the Dr. Pepper spices, or you can upgrade, which is this one. You get the vanilla shake with the Dr. Pepper spices, and then the chocolate cake thrown in there. That's what this one is. That sounds like a party, honestly. So, a little background on both of these businesses. Portillo's was founded by Dick Portillo on April 9th of 1963 in Villa Park, Illinois, under the name The Dog House. They are mainly in Illinois right now, but they also have locations in Arizona, Texas, Indiana, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Florida, Georgia, and Southern California. 1994 was the first time Portillo's opened within Chicago city limits. They had been relegated or stayed in the suburbs until that point. The next year, 1995, they opened their first location outside of Illinois in Naples, Florida. I would assume because the White Sox at the time were in doing spring training there, and a lot of people from Chicago or Illinois would retire to Florida, so that made sense. 2014, they were bought out by Berkshire Partners, who currently owns them right now. And in 2021, they went public with an IPO or initial public offering. So yes, they are trading on the stock market. You can buy stock in them. And the chocolate cake is Pope Leo the 14th's favorite cake, according to someone that lived with him for a year. So good on them. Okay, Dr. Pepper, it might be a little more interesting. Created in 1885 by American pharmacist Charles Adlerton in Waco, Texas. This is about 1 year before Coca-Cola was released. So it kind of predates that, honestly. It was first marketed nationally in the United States in 1904 at the Louisiana Exposition. In 1996, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration determined that Dr. Pepper is not a cola, root beer, or fruit-flavored soft drink. It is categorized as a pepper soda, and there are a few other ones out there that kind of get that designation, like Mr. Pibb, but this is the first and by far the biggest one. And as of 2024, Dr. Pepper is the second best-selling carbonated soft drink in the United States. It is tied with Pepsi, and both are second to Coca-Cola. I'm very excited to try this. This is going to be very interesting. But yeah, this is what this podcast is for. Goofy collaborations between a vanilla shake and Dr. Pepper. Sure, let's go for it. This is a very interesting one. I'm not going to rate packaging because the packaging is this styrofoam cup, and they all come in that, so I'm not even going to bother with rating the packaging on that. Okay, as for taste. So yeah, obviously it's thin or thin enough. You don't need they gave me a spoon as well. Here it is. To scoop everything out. It's fairly well integrated at this point. So I'm not going to need the spoon, so it's easy enough to drink. You first get vanilla and a little bit of the chocolate cake. Then the Dr. Pepper spices show up big time. Almost to the point of squashing the vanilla. Then the chocolate, you get more of the chocolate cake coming back. And I haven't had a sip in like a minute at this point. If you let it sit for a while, the chocolate cake and vanilla come back big time. It's like that's the long tail on it. The Dr. Pepper spices only show up like in the middle of the tongue, and it's jarring because you start with that vanilla and the chocolate, and you're expecting, it's okay, vanilla chocolate cake, whatever, and boom, these Dr. Pepper spices show up in there, and what it's kind of root beer-ish, but not. And it's an odd, interesting combination. I'm not going to say it's terribly good. I'm not going to say it's terribly bad. Yeah, taste is going to be a little bit difficult on this one. If you don't like Dr. Pepper, you're not going to like this. Obviously, if you don't like, vanilla shakes and chocolate cake, you're not going to like this either. But the Dr. Pepper spikes so hard, the Dr. Pepper flavors or spices spike so hard in this that if you don't like that, you're not going to like this at all. Those Dr. Pepper spices also give the shake, I don't want to say carbonation, but that's what it feels like. It feels a lot lighter than a heavy chocolate shake or a heavy vanilla shake normally would. It gives it a little bit of an effervescent kick, if you will. Taste on this, I was hemming and hawing. It's not bad. It is just, again, interesting. You're expecting vanilla and chocolate cake, and then these, Dr. Pepper spices show up. They're not bad. They're not making it worse. It's just, it was, again, kind of jarring. So for taste, again, that's assuming you like the Dr. Pepper flavors, 4 stars on this. Okay, it's not quite 5. I couldn't give it a 3, but if you don't like the Dr. Pepper or are indifferent to it, I could see giving it a 3. But it's interesting enough to try once. I might get, if I'm like in the neighborhood of Portillo's, I might get this again. I don't think I would go out of my way to get it again, but hey, who knows, honestly. But it's definitely worth to try it once as well. As for value, the regular one, which is the vanilla and the Dr. Pepper, the vanilla shake and the Dr. Pepper, those run about $5. I got the chocolate cake one that runs about $6. And that's for the regular, not the large size. Value on that's fine. You're at a restaurant, that's 3-star value. It's not crazy. Maybe if they were like, I don't know, $3 and $4 or something, yeah, that would be 5-star. But here, yeah, that's fine. You're dining out already. You might as well, get it anyway. So yeah, 3 stars on the value on this. Yeah, I'm just gonna we'll have some fun. I'm gonna try to do the pairing here. None of them were terribly great on the pairing side. The pina colada and the tropical island just dominated. They were so powerful. It knocked everything away. I think the best of the bunch was the berry punch. It kind of added a little bit of fruit to everything going on in here and, kind of melded well with the Dr. Pepper spices. The passion fruit was okay. Wasn't the best. I would say the big beachy punch was the best, followed by the passion fruit, and then those two artificial things were last. Yeah, well, I hope you enjoyed this. This was a weird one for me. Again, hopefully you like the background now instead of the black curtain I had up for a minute there. But yeah, basically a double dose of snack decisions here. So hopefully you enjoyed this. It's summer fun still. We're nearing the end of that. October candy or Halloween candy is showing up as we speak, so that's coming soon. If you like this, subscribe, follow, shoot me an email, snackdecisions@gmail.com. Hopefully you tune in next week to see what I'm doing. Until then, make good snack decisions.